Good morning, lovelies. So, for those of you who don't know me, my name's Lisa and I'm the Mummy Whisperer, and I just love helping mums enjoy being a mum more. Cue me talking, cue the dogs barking. Shush now. Come here. Don't look at me. So, today I wanted to talk to you about something I'm really, really passionate about. Right, if I hold this one, then potentially the other one will shut up as well. Go sit down for a minute. Obviously not. He will. He'll shut down. He'll shut up in a minute. Right. What I want to talk to you about is how really, really important it is to stop complaining, stop bitching about other people, and stop blaming people. Now, you might know, if you don't know, you're going to know in a minute, that I have a free course that is in my Facebook group, #Mummy Whisperer Tips. And my first tip is in there, it is a little bit confrontational, because this course is for people who are finding themselves in what seem like insurmountable problems, financial issues or health issues, and life's just getting the better of them, and what they want is to be able to wave a magic wand. And that's what this course is about. It's about helping you to wave a magic wand, switch that magic switch, and turn things around. But one of the things that needs to happen if you want to wave that magic wand and switch that magic switch is you have to stop complaining, stop bitching, and stop blaming everybody else. And I fully appreciate why, in a stressful situation, you might want to blame and complain and bitch about other people. It gives a sense of control. It gives a sense of, there must be a reason for it, must be somebody to blame. But the reason that it doesn't work, so complaining, for instance, I'm not saying don't chat to a good friend and brainstorm and chat something over. I'm not saying that at all. And I'm not saying be fake. I'm not saying that next time you see a mum at the school thing, you go and, and they ask you how you are, you go, oh, I'm fine. That very British, I'm fine thing. I'm not saying that either. But what I am saying is stop constantly complaining about life, right? I understand. I totally understand right now. Life is really, really tough, and it can be really tough, and it can feel really bad, and it can be very overwhelming, and so on. But if you focus on the crap, right? If you focus on the crap, then there's three reasons why this isn't going to help your situation. One reason why focusing on the crap isn't going to help your situation is because psychologically you'll spiral, and you will be spiraling down and down and down and down, and you can't find a solution when you're spiraling down and complaining about stuff. The other problem is you don't see the positives in life, and so you actually become more and more unpleasant to be around. That's sadly the reality. And then energetically, what you focus on, you attract more of. So the more you complain, the more you attract stuff to actually complain about. So it can become very habitual, very, very addictive. You will end up probably with a family or a group of friends who are also habitual complainers. And it's exhausting, and you're already tired, right? And the magic switch doesn't work when you're feeling exhausted and tired. So moving from complaining to bitching. It's really easy. I totally understand. You're a bit stressed, you're chatting to a friend. It's a fine line between catching up about what's happening with your friends to actually slipping into criticism. It's a fine line between, just friendly, catching up and actually becoming bitchy and talking about other people. It's also ever so easy to judge other people, much easier to judge other people than sometimes to look at our own selves. But if you haven't actually been in their shoes, if you haven't actually done it, you don't actually know. I'm shocked by people slating, for instance, Jamie Oliver. It's outrageous, blah 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 about his business. But unless you've actually run his business, been in the restaurant business, know exactly what happened, you can't judge. And bear in mind, never say never. I find that in life, karma, as we call it, actually means that if you really judge somebody for something, you're going to experience it yourself. You're going to experience the other side and realize that maybe it's not quite so easy. So I really wouldn't encourage judging and bitching about other people. Can you hear that dog munching on his bone? I really hope it's not distracting for you. I can hear it. And the other thing is that there's lots of shoulds. We're saying, well, they should be doing that. They should be doing this. But I find that if I catch myself thinking that, I wish that small business owner would do this more often. I wish they'd do that more often. Or I wish my kids would do this more often. It's generally me. Actually, maybe a slightly different situation, maybe something like that. But generally, actually, the reason I'm thinking somebody else should be doing something is because actually I should. There's an amazing book called Loving What Is by Byron Katie. It's brilliant. She's created something called The Work, where she talks about this. Honestly, go read it. It transformed things for me, and it really helps with my kids. I generally find that if I do what it is I think they should be doing, that actually I get a lot less stressed and they do it. It's really fascinating. And then blaming. We live in quite a blame culture. I'm not saying that it's not important to hold people responsible for stuff that they've done. But finger pointing just generally doesn't actually help. And we often have really unreasonable expectations on our kids at their age or their stage as to what they can actually be achieving. Our partners, maybe they're just not able to do what we think they should be doing. And plus sometimes shit happens. Kids are kids. Puppies eat sofas. That one did. Teenagers are teenagers. Sometimes you just have to have a bit of realism about stuff. My aim for you in these 3 tips is to reduce that negative, spiky energy which is around you, because that fends off any magic in your life, any chance of really, lifting yourself up, these spiky things. Be for change, not against something. See how easy it is to be for something. Don't be against something. Be for amazing ideas that will transform the planet and help with the ecosystem, rather than fighting and being against something. It works. It works much better. If you want to watch something really funny, watch Brené Brown's YouTube video on blame. It's hysterical. She talks about the psychology behind it, because she's a researcher, and she talks about how blame gives us a sense of control. And I totally understand why you might feel like you need a sense of control in life, but actually blame is just you letting go of a sense of frustration and upset. That's what it's doing, and actually it takes a lot of energy. And what she's saying is that in their research, people who blame hardly ever actually have the energy to then hold people accountable for what they did. They hardly ever have the energy to actually say, do you know what? When that happened, I felt really upset. It's not okay for it to continue. Or with our kids, it's so easy to moan at them, blame them for stuff. But actually what our job is as parents is to hold them accountable and say, not go on about the shoes left there, but actually to say, when the shoes are left there, I'm exhausted, I'm tired, I feel unappreciated, I really don't want to have to pick them up. The puppy might eat them, we don't want to be buying you new shoes. So go and get them now, put them away now. Blaming means you just don't have the energy to even think through that and how to deal with it. Does that mean sense? So it is said with complete love and complete understanding of your situation, of feeling stressed and so on. But stop complaining about life, stop bitching about other people, and stop blaming, because it's not going to help. Sending you loads and loads of love. Please, if you are in any situation where you need a change, you need some more energy in your life, come into my Facebook group, #MummyWhisperer Tips. And every week there'll be posts in there for the Magic Switch, but the Magic Switch is in the units in there. Work your way through it. I'm going to add this video in there. And every Monday, Magic Monday, there'll be a post, and you can ask for some energy or healing for the situation that you're in as well. Take care of yourselves. We all deserve to be happy and healthy and wealthy, and I'm wishing you all the best. Bye.